I'm acting like a playground dude. What's up? Monkeys in the kitchen, catch 'em breaking rules, but you never catch a slip in. They come in the collection. I'm street out rules, you got restrictions. You never see us drifting. Catch us breaking rules, but you never catch us slip in. We come in the collection. Yeah, we're not the ones to mess with. Not the ones, not the ones, the ones to mess with. But you not get it. Yeah, yeah. We're not the ones to mess with. You just keep forgetting. We're not the ones, not the ones, not the ones to mess with. But you not get it. Yeah, we come in the collection. All right, we're not the ones to mess with. Not the ones, not the ones, not the ones. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Not the ones, not the ones, not the ones. Yeah, yeah. We're not the ones to mess with. Yeah. Mess with. Yeah. Not the ones to mess with. Not the ones to mess with. Yeah. Come in the collection. Not the ones to mess with. Monkeys in the kitchen. Catch 'em. Ones, the ones to mess with, but you not get it. Yeah, yeah. We're not the ones to mess with. You just keep forgetting. We're not the ones. Hey, 1, 2, 3. If we see us that time, then we run right through. It's like
was the Monkey Special. Free races, free spirit, free show. Never seen anything quite like it.
Continues.
Kara, my sister from another transistor. I got the news from the great Rafiki. D's going to Kihei. Oh, the monkeys are done with this.
Different type of car. That's an emotive car. That is when you're looking for that emotion between yourself and the wheel. You know,
It's a car Louis.
it's not a car that you can just get in and think about anything else when you're driving it, because the driving experience is your entire thought process. Because you need to hang on to it.
That's exactly why I love it. I'm going to keep it forever if I can. It's not got a radio. It got spec'd like without speakers, without a radio. It's just so raw.
Yeah.
And I took it to Wales 2 weeks ago and drove like proper Welsh roads, which I've never done actually. I've always just driven cars around my hometown, and that felt amazing. I think what I love about driving, which is exactly the same as biking, is I know this sounds really obvious, but it takes both hands, both feet, and all of your focus and vision, and you have to listen and you have to look. And I don't find any distractions creeping in, whereas everything else I do in life, I'll pull my phone out of my pocket, or I'll turn to speak to someone, or end up doing thing I didn't.
Listen up, you buff forces.
To do, but when you get in a car like that and you've got an hour drive ahead of you, it's all consuming, and that's where I fell in love with that.
I totally relate. My old 930 Turbo, I mean, she's only a 4-speed. She's a 3. Straight through. Exhaust. Like, there is nothing else you can concentrate on. There's no rate. Either, like in your Ferrari, it's all.
Listen up, you buff forces. I've got 7 questions.
All about the driving experience, and it's so visceral. It's the sound, it's the smell, it's the no.
Jumping
In my whip after all this that I've been through, up and down my hydraulics.
in my hands. The don't never die. We multiplying advance.
Jumping in my whip after all this that I've been through, up and down my
steering. It's the big turbo. It's the whole thing. And every time you drive it, your brain, it's like a release and a relaxation for your brain, because there's nothing else to think about other than exactly what's happening right there and then. It's being present and being able to drive as well. It's like therapy. I would say it's like my very own type of therapy.
I'd love to drive a car like that. I remember seeing you bought that and was jealous. You know, I've only had one turbocharged car, which was the McLaren. I've had two C63s, GT3, Huracan Performante, and now this Ferrari are all been naturally aspirated. And I didn't love the turbos in the 600 LT. And because it was my first time, and I think I'm like almost scared of boost, whereas there's people probably like you that are addicted to that. But I prefer NA cars. I don't think I always will.
I think it's a personal choice. I think the turbo, I got that car not simply because it was a turbo car. It's just that was the Widowmaker, like that model with the wide arches and the whale tail. That was what 80s excess was all about. That car has such a story attached to it. And obviously, like the drift car is turbo as well. But when you drive an NA drift car versus a turbo drift car, I actually would prefer an NA, even though the turbo, you get more power, you get more bang for your buck, I'd say. But it is sometimes more fun to have that immediate power other than having to wait and anticipate, which you do with turbo, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I think proper petrol heads would condemn me for saying I don't like turbos, but...
No, it's personal choice. It's absolutely personal choice, and that's what we're all about. So, with the amount of amazing vehicles that you've owned and still own, so what would be your ultimate dream machine? It can be a car, bike, plane. And what would that look like? I'm talking the colour, the sound, the smell, the customizations. Is there something that you're like, you know what, that's exactly what I need?
It's really interesting that you threw in there boats and planes, because everyone just talks about dream cars, right? I would love to own one of those wake boats where you can wake surf behind it with all your mates, you know, drinking beers on the back and wake surfing. That just looks like too good to be true, having one of those.
Yeah.
But car-wise, I've never owned a V12. I'd say my dream car now is a Ferrari F12 TDF, which is a NA V12, but it's front engine. But I think they're unbelievable, death trap, savage looking things, and I'd love to drive one or own one.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'd go for 812 Competizione just simply because that is the most aggressive looking Ferrari in the world. I just think it's so sick. I'll probably get hung, drawn and quartered for saying this. I actually prefer it over the TDF. I prefer the 812, so... Sorry, I do, yeah. I just think like the specs that you can get on them and how aggressive all of the rear shape is and like the lights, it's the one. Talk to me about the next thing that you're looking forward to. Are you building any crazy new jumps and in exciting new locations and filming them for your YouTube channel? Because I know you're always trying to push the boundary with Red Bull to create something new. So what, if you can tell us, is on the agenda?
I want to build a jump the whole way over my house. In the video I did, we kind of like landed on the back side of the roof. I think it's possible to go fast enough down the drive to do the whole thing, but then we'd be in the realms of like an 100-foot jump, which is really pushing the limit. But that's on the list for next year. And just do, honestly, more projects around the farm. I want to build a pump track. And yeah, planning a project with Red Bull, which might take me to Sweden to do some stuff. So yeah, lots on the list.
Awesome. Right, we're going to have a bit of a fun quiz. It's rapid fire. You've got to tell me which answer comes to your mind first. I'm going to give you some options, and then I just want your immediate thought process, okay? Which one that you're going to pick. So, riding in extreme cold or extreme heat?
Cold.
Riding by day or riding by night?
Day.
Do you sometimes talk to your bikes or your vehicles?
No, no, absolutely not. They're inanimate.
Baffled. I talk to my car all the time. When was the last time you received a speeding ticket?
Like 3 years ago in my van. I've never had a speeding ticket in a fast car. I've only ever in my van.
It's always the one that you're not expecting. Favourite surfaces? Dirt, loose gravel, mud or rocks? Why?
Dirt, because it's just epic for everything. Yeah, off-road, yeah. It's like rally, mountain biking, motocross. Yeah, they all live on dirt.
What are your favourite music tracks to listen to on the bike or in the car? Matter of fact about it. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's like, can I jump it? Yes, I can.
I think you've nailed, yeah, that's my autobiography written. Thank you.
So I'm Becky Evans, and you can find the podcast on all audio platforms. Make sure you do check it out, and you can binge the whole of the series. You can find me on YouTube. Just type in my name, Becky, with a Y, and you can catch us there. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll see you guys very soon.
Now, they want to travel around the world to bring more world peace than Miss USA.
Wow, this sounds big.
Damn right. And there's going to be new monkeys in all different buff cars. D-boy, we need to make a big impression again. These street riders only got to see the back of your car, nothing else. You feel me?
In other words, you would like D to stay first the whole race.
Ha ha! Indeed.
I think I'm starting to understand your software, Weasel.
Yeah, if you say so, robot girl. Anyways, we're gonna spice up your car a bit so the dudes behind have something nice to look at. Big rear wing for more aerodynamics and style. can't wait to show your style upgrades to the OGs. Hey, you can't be victorious without being ostentatious.
Big blues on symphony, V-tactic, timpani, got gas guys in the rental, pretty dogs from the kennel, connect phone, I'm just a music phone, but in person, focus on my player, light up the whole place, not much of a talker, I'm just the son of a dog, focus on my player, light up the whole place, not much of a talker, I'm just the son of a dog. I like it, I'm him, don't type. I am the jack of all trades, all gas, no light. Can't wait. Fall straight. Then live me stomach while we party in the hallway. Plan for the next trip. Microdose spaceship. You trouble for talent, you wanted to have it, you wanted me ragged, so just let me back. Now you got a soul, pay it the whole, right? Yeah. Send it in, just watch as we flow, right? Black man, Paris, addicted, no average. I'm in your city, your parish. Show me a good time, your parish. Rock the boat, send it back. Wave so big, had to bring it back. Big boat, big racks. Tell her bring